Next month's US election may have huge consequences for American foreign policy. Saudi Arabia has enjoyed significant US investment under the support of the Trump administration, but that may change under Democrat Joe Biden's watch.
Joe Biden, poised to transform much of America's foreign policy in the Middle East if he wins in November. In a new statement, the presidential hopeful vowing to reassess Washington's relationship with key ally Saudi Arabia over the gruesome murder of the Saudi journalist and then US resident Jamal Khashoggi 2 years ago by a hit squad, allegedly with close ties to the highest levels of power in the kingdom. Now, Biden vowing not to let those responsible get away with it, promising to end American support for Saudi Arabia's war in Yemen, as he's done before.
Khashoggi was, in fact, murdered and dismembered, and I believe in the order of the Crown Prince. And I would make it very clear, we were not going to, in fact, sell more weapons to them.
The kingdom's powerful Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has always denied the allegations.
It is a heinous crime that cannot be justified.
The Trump administration going along with that, despite America's most powerful spy agencies clearly blaming the Crown Prince for being behind it.
There's no direct evidence linking him to the murder of Jamal Khashoggi.
We have no smoking gun that the Crown Prince was involved.
They have not concluded. Nobody's concluded. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to conclude that the Crown Prince did it.
Mr. Trump putting it even more bluntly to journalist Bob Woodward, telling him that on the Crown Prince he, quote, saved his ass.
Mr. President, what did you mean when you said you saved MBS's ass?
You'll have to figure that out yourself.
Donald Trump making the kingdom his first stop overseas after becoming president. The reason, clear.
Hundreds of billions of dollars of investments into the United States and jobs, jobs, jobs.
And it went both ways. Just before Khashoggi's killing, Mohammed bin Salman visited the United States, offering himself as a fresh face of progressive reform. But the murder souring public opinion and seeing many in Congress stonewall the kingdom.
There'll be a bipartisan tsunami building against Saudi Arabia here if they did, in fact, do this.
That meant the Saudis have been able to achieve few of their goals in the US, leaving Mr. Trump's role primarily as air support for them in Washington. Why? Well, they aligned with many of his goals in the region. Better relations with Israel, billions of dollars to spend in America, and a key regional partner in Washington's unrelenting campaign of maximum pressure against Iran. A campaign that Biden thinks has been a disaster. He wants to rejoin the Iran nuclear deal as a starting point for negotiations and hold the Saudis accountable for their actions.
Make them, in fact, the pariah that they are.
And that all promises a dramatic shift in this region if Joe Biden wins the White House just weeks from now.